Hello everybody, this is Andy Master. What the hell, Protoman's the villain? I thought he was a good dude. Wow, that was very sudden. Let me reset that, so just because my controller wasn't working, that's why. I had more things to say on the title screen. Yeah, so I decided to drop the A&D run title just because it was kind of pointless. I didn't really know what to do with that, so I just kind of left it as no E-tanks. As you can see, I made like a whole banner and thumbnail for it and everything. So I'm excited for this. Let's start. Start with password. Let's go. Going back to the obviously the 8 Robot Master standard. It's been a while since I've played Mega Man 4, so I mean, it took this long to get to Mega Man 5. Jesus. Also, unlike Mega Man 3, Mega Man just kind of looks straight at the camera, you know, into your soul. Anyways, let's start with Starman, being probably one of the easiest. Although, obviously, the first time, I'm going to use just the Mega Buster, killing all of them. And, this stage has very floaty physics. Pretty much like underwater. Speaking of water, I think there's like one underwater section. And that is why they canned Rush Marine. Like, you'll see I don't unlock it at all. I don't think I unlocked Rush Jet either, but that's irrelevant. I mean, I do unlock it later, just I don't have it now. This stage is full of, jumpy guys. Just gotta time your shots right. Also, Mega Man 5 has this sort of a weird thing that's unique to this game. It's not necessarily good or bad, I guess. It's just kind of different. Every enemy that takes more than one shot, they have a very slight invincibility period between shots. So, like, you do have to wait. Right there, I guess those guys weren't too bad, but those things right there, you better shoot them with your Mega Buster, or else their shots will home in on you for some reason. I don't know how an explosion makes the shots hone in on you. It was just by luck. Those guys, they're new to this game. Really hate them. I think their hitbox is actually kind of specific, but I don't know. Ooh, this is kind of a bad spot, but luckily, able to get away. Oh, those, I guess, titanium missiles here. Don't try killing them. It's kind of impossible. It actually isn't really impossible, I don't think, but you need a lot of hits, and they eventually go back down in the ground, and a new one respawns, so you need to get those hits in extremely quickly. Just getting close to Starman. Now, Starman's pattern, after he does a really high jump like that, expect him to either use the Star Crash during, like, at the top of the jump, or right when he lands. He doesn't always do it, but just expect that. It's never during, like, a middle sort of jump. And that's all there is to it. Also, unlike Mega Man 4, you can't exactly get to the middle. Mega Man moves like a pixel or two. Or he turns around, or whatever. So there's no more, like, teleporting like we saw in Mega Man 4 if you stand in the middle of the room. At least to my knowledge. I mean, I doubt it. And we got a cool weapon get screen. I think it sort of beats the one in Mega Man 3, although not quite as good music, to be honest. The music in this game, while I'm on the subject, to me, like, obviously music is very subjective, but I find this music sort of middle of the road in general. I think that there are some tracks in this game that are really good. Like, well, we'll get to them later, but need to remember that I'm using the NES configuration button and not the SNES for Mega Man 7. Yeah, I'll get to that game eventually. But for now, yeah, what was I saying? I think that some of the tracks, like, I think Wave Man is really good. Charge Man I also kind of like. Although for the other ones, like this one, I don't know, it's okay. It's just, it's nothing spectacular to me. And, yeah, you'll notice I get a lot of lives. This isn't just my luck. It just so happens that lives are insanely common to get in this game. I think they drop the most commonly, is that the word for it? They drop most commonly in this game than in any other game, Mega Man game, that is. I mean, there's probably a really easy other game that I don't know of, that most people don't even know of. These big guys take a lot of hits, as you could probably tell. There always seems to be one big guy that takes a lot of hits, but ever since Mega Man 1 wasn't nearly as bad. You can always just skip those guys. My strategy is... Here, I'll go... Oh, okay, I guess you can't go back. My strategy is usually to get yourself a bit of distance away from them and slide under them. Even if it doesn't look like you need that much distance, they land, like, directly on top of you once you go across them. So you have to be sure to get across them before they land. Now right here, you'll have noticed the N that I collected in Starman stage, and I forgot to mention this. As you can see at the bottom... Oh, sorry, it was an M. Okay. Okay, so here's the other M. So, the way to get these... Well, they're all different, but... they'll spell out Mega Man 5, as you can see, or Mega Man V, which is... V is Roman numeral for 5. It'll get you a good reward. It's very worth it, especially casually. I think if in a speedrun it doesn't really matter, but I don't know. I haven't really seen many speedruns of this game. It's a very welcome addition, in my opinion. When you get all the letters. I'm sorry. Can we just look? I'm just gonna hold this just so you can see how stupid this looks. Anyways. But anyways, like I was saying about the soundtrack, to me, the beat of, like, every song in this game, it sounds like you're on a train. And it's not just because we have Charge Man that is Thomas the Tank Engine. He is Thomas. Oh, not sure if I'm going to be able to show this off. Oh, actually, before I say that, I should mention that, when you're upside down in this stage, holding down and the jump button will just make you jump. However, so you have to hold up. It makes sense, I guess, technically. It's just in case you're confused, to something like, for example, Sonic 3 with the Death Egg. When you get upside down in that game, down is still down to do the spin dash. I just wanted to make that clear. Why does this headset keep, like, pricking my hair? It's really actually... I don't know why, it's just creating some sort of stress there. You'll notice that this emulator does kind of, skip some beats. Yeah, I don't know, just to me, this music, sounds like you're on a train for half of it. Like, literally, if you listen to it next time you see a train pass by, I mean like an old train with like the wheels that look like they're all the connected wheels. You know what I mean? That type of train. Pointless elevator, by the way. More lives. These guys, you can actually make a Mega Buster shot go right through their shields if you're close enough. It has to be a fully charged one though. Sometimes just like normal shots will pass, but it's unlikely, and I think it only works for some, or just randomly, I don't know. We've also introducing Chicken. Oh, by the way, in Starman stage, we got the S arrow. This is not Starman's weapon. The S doesn't mean the S for Starman, but it's essentially a rush jet that depletes really quickly if you're on top of the arrow. Only if you're on top of it though, as it's moving. Just shooting the arrow will deplete 2 energy bars. However, staying on top of it will deplete the more you're on it. See there, you got a bit of distance with yourself. Don't do it like right here. That's usually not the best idea. That's why. You need to wait for him to be a little higher in the jump. That was kind of sad. It's kind of stuck there. And these guys, they drop down. So just to be cautious, I like to make all of these blocks fall just individually. That one you have to be really careful of getting that A there. If you get it and die, it's not a big deal either. You can always just do that. And something to note, it is an extra weapon that you get when you get all the letters. And if you happen to deplete all the energy in your weapon and you go back to these stages and collect one of the letters, it'll fully replenish all of the weapon, kind of like when you re-obtain the magnet beam in Mega Man 1 in Luckman stage. Anyways, these cannons I should mention. Every once in a while they'll shoot little balls at the lower. So I don't know. You can't shoot them, but you can jump over them. I don't think even if you could shoot them, they would go away or anything. But if you shoot the cannon, yeah, it'll shoot a ball. All you gotta do is just shoot faster than it can shoot. That's not too difficult. Got a lot of clouds here. Sort of reminiscent to Airman stage. However, they're a lot lower, I think, and they actually hide Gyro Man here. He's really only doing the easy part of his pattern. Oh, there's a little more. That's the slightly more difficult pattern. A lot of these enemies, the bosses, they're really not too bad to defeat. They sort of, ow. That's as soon as I get hit, obviously. Ow. I just wanted to demonstrate the bosses. Anyways, the bosses aren't too bad to defeat. They usually have some sort of pattern that you can follow. It's really nothing too special. It's not like Mega Man 2 with freaking Quick Man. Although, to be fair, I mean, Mega Man 2, they did have a pattern. However, their pattern was difficult to dodge, so I guess that's where the challenge comes in. By the way, we have Rush Jet. Yeah, so the challenge used to be more along the lines of try to do it, even if you know how the pattern is going already. It's hard to actually accomplish your goal. However, here it's more like once you figure it out, you're pretty much golden. So on Crystal Man stage, the aesthetics in this stage I really like. these enemies right here, don't shoot the base, or else their heads will flop all over the place. And by flop, I mean bounce. These crystal dispensers, you want to jump right after one comes out of the dispenser. They can be difficult to dodge. Mostly, some people just think that you have to wait till there's a pause between crystals, and while there are pauses between crystals that make it easier, by the way, the pink I really like. Even though the pauses make it easier, they're entirely random, so it's best not to rely on them. Yeah. What? I didn't even jump on that. Do you just like... Yeah. That's particularly weird. Anyways, that's what happened to Dustman, by the way. All the Dustman rejects, they're now... As you can see, they're cleaning not pipes, what am I talking about? They're cleaning spikes. I guess that kind of rhymes. They're cleaning spikes, and that's what happens. That's what happens. You don't become Dustman. You end up cleaning spikes. Also, you take like 3 hits to kill, or something. These guys, they have spikes on their. They would look like spikes. They might be like little bumps or ridges around their eyes. They actually take 6 hits to kill, as opposed to the Mega Man's, the Mega Man 4's 4. Oh, hey. My friend texted me. Hey, if you're out there, just know that you definitely interrupted me again. Those mice, kind of annoying. If you're standing on the same plane as that they are, as you can see, your shots go a little over them. You need to hit them with a charge shot or a special weapon. Right here, you want to go about in the middle, then hold left for the rest of the time to get that V. Just avoid the spikes. It's not too bad, really. These guys right here, again, when they're sliding like that, they're too low to hit, so it's best to hit them with the charge shot, or just avoid their eyesight. Yeah, the enemies in this game, a lot of them are based on if they can see or not, or if you're on the same plane as them or not, or how close to you they are. How close they are to you, I guess. Ow. Yeah, Crystal Man has these shots. They're not, like, impossible to dodge by any means. They're just difficult. That's why I'd say Crystal Man's one of the harder bosses. You should probably get close to him, or else all he can do is really shoot out, like, one ball. Anyways, you'll notice that if you get hit while charging Mega Buster shot, you actually lose the charge. Allow me to demonstrate. If you'll hit me. I don't want to get hit by you. I want you to hit me. Thank you. Now I have to recharge. All thanks to Crystal Man. This is the case for, I think every subsequent Mega Man game involving charging, except for Mega Man X, which I guess wasn't part of the classic series, so not really sure if that counts. But it might. You might say it counts. If you're an idiot. I'd say that Mega Man 5 has probably some of the best, like, aesthetics out of any of the games on the NES. Even Mega Man 6, to some degree, I think it sort of takes a bit of a step back, although they do have... It does have a really good, like, palette, I guess. Here's one of the... Why do I keep thinking that my Y button is, I keep thinking I'm going back to the SNES palette. Not palette, the, control scheme. Anyways, not that you're gonna hear it over my talking or the charging of the Mega Buster, but, Napalm Man, probably one of my favorite tracks of this game. It actually, to me, it ranks, like, high up in the Mega Man Classic games as music. I don't know, I really like it. Now right here, these spike things, I'm not really sure, I don't call them dispensers or anything. You should probably use a charge shot, or I think they take 2 or 3 normal shots if you don't want to charge your shots for some reason. Those spikes would actually be instant death. That guy I really hate. The Sniper Joe, except now they're on a battleship? Excuse me, a floating battleship, I guess. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Ooh, yeah. You know, honestly, some tracks in this game, and even in Mega Man 6 as well, I really confuse one for the other. It's not that there's no variety, it's just it lacks some of the variety that the other tracks in the other games had. That is a really easy end. I feel like that should have been revised. Playtesters, take note. See, in this hallway, that is an annoying missile. More annoying missiles. I'm not sure how many shots that guy took. Even if I counted my own shots, remember the invincibility frame thing in this game. Those last few missiles that you saw there, I'm not entirely sure how to dodge those. Or I like dodging these missiles by going under. In fact, I think you can, yeah. Can you make this with a... Nah, I wasn't gonna risk it. Screw it. Yeah. Now let's be stylish about this. Let's be stylish. Yeah. Sorry, it looks cool, even though it's not really that impressive once you realize you're able to make that. Now, Napalm Man, if you're far away from him, he'll shoot 3 of these napalm missiles, and then he'll shoot his napalm bombs if he's closer to you. You want to do is get about a fair distance away from him, actually really close to him, then slide away right when he throws, or when they're about in mid-flight. Just to dodge them, it's an easier way of doing it. Another way to do it is to get a little further away from him, and ow, that doesn't really work, because then he'll just shoot his missiles. Again, I really like the aesthetics. Like, look at that, like the tanks. I've heard this stage was supposed to be based on Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam, like Giovanni, and Team Aqua. Yeah, it's supposed to be based on Vietnam, but like, I'm not sure. Hippies? Hippies, please back me up on this. Or rather, tell me what the answer is, because I don't have either side right now. So now we got Stone Man. He's a stone man. Yeah, a lot of the later Mega Man Robot Masters, they're still kind of funny. I don't know, like that's kind of the thing. Like they're not supposed to be like serious. You're not supposed to take half of them seriously. I mean, just like Stone Man, Charge Man, he's freaking Thomas the Tank Engine, like I said. You're not supposed to take them seriously, but you can at least laugh at them. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to be funny. There's something weird about the architecture here, at least to me. Yeah, this little black spot right there in between these 2 pipes is still a surface. Just kind of doesn't look that way. I'm not really sure about the aesthetics in this stage. They look cool. It's just... It's supposed to be a mine. Like, There's a lot of stuff in the background that I don't know what they are. I don't know what hit me there. Damn it, now this is running out of... This is becoming a great playthrough, huh? I think you can last till the end of Mega Man 5. It's really not that hard. Yeah. Really hate those mice. They appear in a lot of places. Oh, can you shut up, please? Not you, not you. This headset. Right here, you may have seen earlier, to get the part, this is being stupid. You can actually, if you see this is very, very subtly different from everything else, to shoot it, and you can slide through it. That's just for an M-Tank. Or should I say a potential M-Tank location. See, Mega Man 5 introduces not only, well, it didn't introduce E-Tanks. It has not only E-Tanks, it also has M-Tanks. M-Tanks are, pretty much the godsend for some people. I don't use them, but they're kind of the godsend for some people as they, as they hurt you. They heal not only your energy, but all of your items, weapon energy. Yeah. Although, to be fair, like, if everything's empty, then it goes extremely slowly, and the sound just kind of, like, it's really annoying. Very stingy about collecting E-Tanks, as you know. I don't use them. M-Tanks are also a thing that I don't use. Okay, how many I already have 9 lives. I am a cat, Mega Man. Am I a cat, comma, Mega Man, or a cat Mega Man? Either way, I am a cat man. I'm surprised there wasn't ever, like, a Robot Masters based on animals, or at least not that much. And Mega Man X does not count. I mean, I'm talking about the classic series. Finally, we've reached Stone Man. Compared to the earlier games, it seems like the stages have a lot of padding. Not that a lot of it is entirely pointless, it's just that it goes on for a long time. I mean, the difficulty is also... Not the difficulty, but the length is kind of inconsistent, too, between, like, a lot of stages. Some stages actually go on for just the right amount of time, like a fair amount, like, for maybe, 5 minutes at the very, very latest. But some of them... Wait, no, not 5 minutes. I don't know. Maybe, like, 3 minutes? Even that seems to possibly be pushing it. I don't know, just look at something like Iceman stage. It really wasn't too much of a long stage or anything, it's just that it was kind of difficult. I will be right back while I get the charger for this thing. Also, my head's hurting. I should also get a drink. Well, this is off to a good start.